Good morning, Alan, and hello, everyone else. Welcome to TARDIS Spider. Today we look at the Underwater Menace. After this week's Doctor Who viewing, I am now amused to bring to you the Underwater Menace, considered by many one of the worst stories in Doctor Who, classic or new. A case can be made against this story easily. The script makes no sense, the villain is ludicrous, and the entire story was an effects driven wreck. Truth is, few of these reasons can hold up to scrutiny, and now, with an animated version available, we can see for ourselves. Yes, the plot revolves around drilling a hole through the Earth's core to drain an ocean which will explode the planet. Of course, in one of the most highly acclaimed classic stories, the villain wants to hollow out the Earth's core and turn the planet into a drivable planet. This would be the Dalek invasion of Earth. Yes, a mad scientist is going to destroy the world because he can. Sound familiar? Fandom has high praise for Davros's monologue in Genesis of the Daleks, where he contemplates destroying the world by crushing a vial in his fingers. Same scene, different place, both with a scene devouring villain. The third episode ends with an over the top mad scientist shouting, "Nothing in the world will stop me now!" Episode 2 was later found, and together episodes 2 and 3, with a hastily put together Telesnaps, was released on DVD form. This third episode was all we had for years. It was an orphan episode, standing alone, the sole representative of the story, an episode with an absurd cliffhanger that was so bad it's good. This cliffhanger does not give us the background we need for this over the top scene with its scenery chewing villain. There is a steady escalation of stakes that the actor Joseph First sells so well. First has made the choice to go over the top in his characterization and does it with magnificent skill. Whenever Zaroff is a comedic figure, which is often, we, the audience, are laughing with the actor, not at him. Which gets to the truth about this story, which is, on the whole, it is quite fun. It is entertaining, just about. And if you hold on tight and don't resist where it takes you, failing to have a good time, watching The Underwater Menace takes effort. Just go along for the journey and enjoy the fun. The Underwater Menace is a theater of spectacle. Interesting because, unlike the rest of the stories told during this time, it has a spectacle style of its own. Spectacle is what is going on here. Tremendous effort is made to make Atlantis look strange and alien. We keep learning new things about Atlantean culture for 3 of the 4 episodes. Effort is made to make Atlantis show us how strange it is throughout the story. The lengthy fish people dance sequences receive no love because of how bizarre the fish people look and how they float in this scene. But this type of effort or style of storytelling is stopping soon in favor of an endless parade of monsters and bases. Same with the opening scene, in which the TARDIS crew wander about trying to figure out where and when they are. A Hartner era standard that will soon disappear. We should also remember that Troughton is in the early stages of his portrayal of the Doctor. His performance is fantastic, and you can see him learning to rate in the comedic part of his role and play scenes with understatement. In episode 2, a scene with Zaroff, he will quickly realize that Zaroff's charisma and over the top antics will not be topped. So, in a very hushed, polite tone, he will ask Zaroff why he wants to destroy the Earth. This is a thing of splendor. This tactic will serve Troughton's Doctor well in the next 3 years. And while he can be calm and quiet, we should not forget how excitable and giddy the Doctor can be at the thought of an unknown world outside of the TARDIS doors. So, what we have on the whole is a transitional story, setting up what we are going to see over the next 3 years. This is far from one of the highlights of the Troughton era, but this is interesting and weird. 2 words central to what Doctor Who is. Now, my viewing journey. Watching the 4-part color animation is so far from my first impression. The Lost in Time box set and episode 3 are the beginning of this story, and at the time it felt as bad as its representation. With the discovery of episode 2 and the poor telesnaps of 1 and 4, I have watched it once and it did not change my mind in 5 years. Bringing us to the animation of the entire story. Yes, there are artistic differences, but I find none of them to be a problem. Some artistic, some cost effective, and some to include more faces from an actual world. I do not mean out of place forced inclusion, just that it is a better look for everyone. All being said, this is fun, though not a classic, but not bad at all. So enjoy Underwater Menace in color or in black and white. Give it a look with a fresh and open mind. Good night.